Hello, my friends, and welcome. I'm Ben Ben. I'm just wearing his shirt. This is Brian, the Speaker for the Dead, coming to you today with a video that is not about Snow White.
H.R. 963, motion that from now on all Democrats are officially weird. All in favor?
Now, you may notice I'm wearing glasses. I've just recently gotten glasses. These are computer glasses to help block the blue. And because I'm getting old and my vision's going. So, my arm is getting to where it's not long enough anymore. I can see things far away really good, but stuff really close is like, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so let's get into this video that is not about Snow White. So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about Tesla and Elon Musk.
Oh, shit.
Now, some people are going to consider this a political video. It's not. This is a I don't understand the world we're living in video. Elon Musk, the once darling of the left, the darling of the environmentalists, the darling of the climate change, global warming, whatever. He was their golden boy, and everything he did was magnificent. He guest starred on TV shows like The Big Bang Theory. He was everywhere, and everybody loved him. People on the right didn't particularly love him, but they were more or less indifferent. Ever since he came out for Donald Trump and campaigned for Donald Trump, he has been subject to the most vicious, vitriolic attacks that I have seen perpetrated on somebody who honestly is just an amazing guy.
Oh, I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots.
Does he have his flaws? Absolutely he does. And I'm not going to pretend like he doesn't. The fact that he has like 1,000 children or 100 women, but he didn't force anybody to have kids with him. These women did that of their own free will and choice. And I thought that the left and the progressives were all about choice, and what a woman does with her body is her choice. And these women chose to have his children because they want to be set up for life. I mean, why else? I mean, come on, he's one of the richest man in the world. Maybe not now, but he has been the richest man in the world. So you have to wonder, why are people so mad? All he's wanting to do, he's giving his free time to the U.S. government. He's not getting paid. He's not making money. In fact, he's losing money doing this pro bono to try and help the government save money.
No! No!
He's doing for the government what he did to X. He went in, cut out all the unnecessary workers, the hangers-on, the teat suckers who were just the leeches, the ticks that were just siphoning blood out of this company and making it fail. He went in and made it streamlined and got rid of all the waste and the fraudulent craziness that was going on. I mean, I remember seeing videos about these people that would go to work at X and they're like, I'm going into the meditation room now. I've been at work for 10 minutes. I went to the latte station and got me a latte. Now I'm going into the meditation room, and then, in a couple of hours, I'll go to my desk and I'll send a couple of emails, respond to the emails, and then at 3 o'clock, I'll go home. And I'm just like, and you make how much money? And, I mean, what? So, I mean, he went in and stopped all that, because that's just an abuse. That's not a job. I don't know what that is. That's not a job. That you accomplished nothing. You sent emails and, ooh, that was a big day. I don't get it. So this man has gone in there. I mean, this guy started a company that is catching rockets. Instead of rocket boosters that are just falling off and going into the ocean and being lost, he's relanding rockets for reuse. He's trying to get us to Mars so that we can start a colony on Mars, that the human beings can do what we've been dreaming about as human beings for as long as I can remember.
Always with you it cannot be done. Do you nothing that I say?
Master, moving stones around is one thing. This is totally different.
No, no different. Only different in your mind. You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No, try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Going to the moon, going back to space, exploring the galaxy. Is instead of focusing on all these little problems little and big problems that we're dealing with down here, like he's got a vision for doing something great. He started a car company that or bought into the company, whatever, however he got into it, but he made Tesla what it is today. No question. Now, full disclosure, I don't own a Tesla. I've never wanted an EV. I think they're ridiculous. I think they're stupid because they're not as good as the equivalent gasoline or diesel engine. You can't go as far. There's more problems associated with them. They catch on fire and can literally burn uncontrollably because of what the batteries are made out of. The batteries are toxic. There's nobody knows or can tell me what they're going to do with all these batteries when they eventually go bad, because you can't recycle them. You can't reuse that material, and it's all toxic materials. The areas where they mine these battery elements, nickel, cadmium, all of the things that go into those batteries, every component, the mines surrounding the areas where those are being pulled out of the earth, they're dead zones for kilometers, miles if you're an American, around these mines. They're dead zones because everything coming out of that mine is toxic. Not to mention, a lot of these rare earth minerals and stuff, they're being mined in third world countries, and they're using children and like poor people, and there's no safety considerations. There's no respirators. There's no nothing to protect them from the toxicity of these I mean, it is the elitist problem that we're trying to save the planet by poisoning it with other types of chemicals. No matter how bad you think gasoline is, it's not nearly as bad as some of these other things that we're using. I think they have their place, but until you can get me a car that's on parity for distance, usability, functionality with a gas or diesel motor, get out of here. Get out of here. I've always thought they were ridiculous. And the pushing of them before the technology is even worth having. The batteries have loads of problems in cold temperatures. Like a couple of years ago, I remember the news stories about all the Teslas that were stranded in places like Nebraska, North Dakota, and stuff like that, because no matter whether they were fully charged or not, like they couldn't hold the charge. Like the charge would because batteries don't do well in cold temperatures. They just don't. They don't hold the charge. The charge dissipates quickly. There's all kinds of problems. But it's just, and I remember half the charging stations wouldn't work because of the temperatures. I mean, when electricity won't flow because of the temperature. So, and not to say that diesel engines and gasoline engines in extremely cold temperatures don't have issues. They do, but you can get around those things with those kind of vehicles, where you can't do that with a battery powered vehicle. But I was always more interested in the hydrogen technology, hydrogen fuel cells, hydrogen engines, burning pure hydrogen and stuff, because it's a perfectly clean source of energy. Hydrogen burns 100% clean. And if you break hydrogen down like they do in a hydrogen fuel cell, the only thing you get as a byproduct is water, pure water. So I've never understood why they bypassed hydrogen, which they were researching at the same time as EVs, and went with the Betamax of the technology instead of the DVD, instead of the Blu-ray. They picked the worst of the technologies and pushed that one forward because it made the right people, lots of money. Now Elon comes in, makes this great car, which, like I said, I'm not an EV person, but if you look at a Tesla compared to most other electric vehicles, it's not even close. Teslas are way better looking, way cooler looking. They're not even close. Now the Cybertruck, I have issues with that. I think the Cybertrucks are ugly, and I don't think they function. I think it's a truck that was manufactured by people who have no idea about what people want out of a pickup truck. They should have went and actually got pickup truck owners to help them figure out what to make the Cybertruck and how to make it work. But they didn't. So you get a truck that's not really a truck. It's got some cool things, and I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah. Anyway, but the reaction, the psychotic behavior that we've been getting from the left, from these people who were on Elon's bandwagon when he was a raging environmentalist, and he hasn't changed that, by the way. He's just as much an environmentalist now as he ever was. Now these are the same people that are attacking him. They're attacking him. They're attacking his car dealerships. They're burning these things down. So there was a video. I have a personal experience with this, mainly because of an experience on Facebook. Like I said, I don't own an EV. But they posted a video of what they called Tesla hunting. So what it was is like a high-speed car, like a Corvette or like a Lamborghini or something. I couldn't tell because it was dark. But it was a fast car. And this car, they put a projector in the windshield, and then they would chase down Tesla truck owners and project this just awful, foul, propagandistic video calling Elon everything from the devil to, Hitler, Nazi. I mean, just they were using that salute that he'd done at the Republican National Committee, which is not the salute for Hitler, by the way. Just so that's not the Nazi salute. That's not even close to what he did, because his hand went out to the side. It's just all they were trying to do is make it seem like he was saying, my heart goes out to you guys. And it may have been a poorly timed thing, but he's not a Nazi, okay? He's not a Nazi. Stop saying he's a Nazi. You guys think everybody's a Nazi. Everybody who isn't you is a Nazi. No, they're not. No, they're not. But anyway, this video is being, projected on the back of these pickup trucks. Now, this isn't Elon's personal Cybertruck. This is just somebody who liked the trucks, wanted an electric vehicle, and bought a Cybertruck. And these people are chasing them around town, projecting this on the back of their pickup. And it just, I mean, and it was unsafe. It was like it was not good. It was not cool. The video was disgusting. What they were doing, they were riding right off the people's bumper. Like, they were so close to the Cybertruck that it could have easily ended in an accident or problems and stuff. And they're accusing the people driving these EVs that they used to think were the greatest things in the world of being Nazis. So my comment on the video was, this is crazy. This is terrible. I was like, you know what? This isn't funny, guys. There's nothing funny about this video. Why don't we just stick a T on their shirt, and we can eventually put them into camps, and then eventually we can just get rid of them. I was like, who are the Nazis again? And that was my comment. And that comment blew up. Wasn't huge, but it blew. It was the biggest, most commented on comment that was there. I had every liberal nut job was on there. You don't have a sense of humor. You suck. You're terrible. Blah, blah, blah. You're the Nazi. Trumpers are Nazis. I didn't even talk about Trump. I wasn't even on the comment. My comment was trying to make them aware, self-aware, because they're not, apparently, that what they're doing is no different than what the Nazis did. You're picking on a group of people, you're singling them out for whatever random reason. Nazis were after the Jews, these group of people are after Tesla owners for nothing more than buying a car that they like, buying a truck that they liked. That's all these people did. They are innocent. They haven't done anything other than purchase a vehicle. That was their crime. And for that, they're being chased down and having propagandistic videos placed on the back of their vehicles. Their lives are being endangered. Their families are being endangered. We're seeing videos of people attacking Teslas, trying to break out their windshields, break out their headlights. They're keying their cars. They're doing all of this terrible stuff to people who all they did was just buy a car. And I was trying to make them aware of how stupid what they're doing is. Well, I get a notification. So it had like over 300 likes and emojis and it was good comments and bad comments, but like that comment of mine just went crazy on that post. Like, and it's not huge, but it was like way bigger than what I was expecting, and way more than what anybody else had. And I got a notification from Facebook today that they took my post down because I was advocating for bad groups, meaning I was advocating for Nazis.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Which is, I was just like, now I kind of know to a lesser degree what Gina Carano felt when they did this to her, when Disney did what they did to her. Much less degree to what they did to her. I didn't lose a job over it. But they took something where I was trying to warn people about acting like Nazis, and they said I was trying to promote that kind of behavior.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Please, Wildstyle, let me handle this. That idea is just the worst.
I was actually talking about don't do that. Don't treat people poorly just because they make a choice that you don't like, or because of the race or the religion or whatever. Anytime you single people out for hatred based on some arbitrary issue or thing or belief or whatever, like, you are in a very bad crowd. You are the Nazis, not them, not the Tesla guys. All they did was buy a car. So I don't understand this. Like I said, I wanted to make a video today, but I did not want to talk about Snow White. I told you in one of my last videos, I'm done talking about Snow White. I could care less about Disney's remakes, but everybody's making videos. It's gonna fail. And I'm like, okay. I wanted to talk about something real, something meaningful. Here's a man who's giving of his free time, who's trying to do something good to save the country, and every scumbag, cocksucker loser in our government who has been sucking off the American taxpayers' teat for years is out there trying to destroy this man for cutting off their grift. And people are buying it. They're demonizing this man that they used to herald as a genius. The very same people that herald him as a genius and a great guy are the exact same ones that are now trying to destroy him and discredit him. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And they're targeting a whole host of individuals who don't deserve it. They're innocent. They haven't done anything but bought a car. And I hope every single one of these people who key cars, try and firebomb dealerships and all this stuff, I hope they get caught. I hope they get prosecuted. And I hope something really, really bad happens to them. As far as, like, jail time. Serious jail time. For defacing and defaming somebody else. Because no one has the right to do that. No one. Nothing that person did gives you the right to attack them, to destroy their property, to go after them. Nothing, okay? Short of self-defense. And these people haven't done anything to you. These people just bought a car that they liked. Not one that I like. But now with all of this going on, I'm kind of thinking I might eventually get a Tesla. And I have never wanted a Tesla. Despite how cool they look, I've never wanted one because of what they are. They're not practical for me. I live in a very rural area. I'd run out of juice before I got to where I needed to go. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Let me know what you think. The hypocrisy and the madness that is being propagated right now is nuts. And it's only going to get worse as the summer comes on, because all these little pussies will come out of the woodwork once it gets warm. Right now, we're kind of in a lull because, God forbid they go out and get their little, get their fingers a little cold or something like that. So they're all going to come out of the woodwork, start blocking highways and doing worse things as soon as it starts to warm up. And I just hope Kash Patel and all the law enforcement agencies are geared up and ready to take these people into custody, charge them, and put them away for years for what they're doing. Okay? You don't have the right to commit crimes. Real crimes, not the imaginary ones where you think your feelings got hurt and somebody needs to go to prison for that. No, the real ones where you damaged somebody's property, you attacked them, you did something horrible. Guess what? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. FAO. Fuck around and find out. I don't usually swear, but it's about time these people found out that you don't get to do this kind of stuff and just get away with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry the video is long today, but this is an important subject that we need to talk about. When people start doing bat crap, crazy things, no more. Done. It's over. It's time to let that crap go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will talk to you next time. Bye now.